I just wanted to call up these numbers because it speaks to exactly what you were just saying. The military justice system for rape and sexual assault cases is overwhelmingly weighted in favor of the criminal suspect. Last year, there were an estimated 19,000 military rapes and sexual assaults, but only 3,200 victims reported the attacks, and out of those, only 191 cases resulted in court-martial conviction.
No, it's unbelievable. I'll tell you another unbelievable number, too, because so often this is dealt with as a gender issue.
That's
just
a great
women.
point. I was going to say, there's an overwhelming number of men in the military, I have to imagine.
The research that I saw, of 65,000 vets that are being treated for sexual trauma, 40% of them are men.
That's correct.
And I think that's something that goes underreported.
Yeah. Sandra?
Really,
oh, I'm sorry, Nancy.
No, go ahead, please.
Sandra, I was just going to ask if you felt a hesitation towards coming forward.
You know, in the beginning I did. It's not something to talk about very easily, and there's a lot of stigma to it too. And for a very long time I felt pretty silenced regarding the topic. And it wasn't until a few years ago when I was asked to do a press conference in the middle of Times Square where I actually was able to free my voice enough to basically shout out to the world what happened to me. And it's really helped me deal with the issues and everything that has happened since then. So, speaking out on it, the more I do it, the easier it gets.
Have you been, and again, I cannot thank you enough for being a part of this conversation, have you found support and sort of camaraderie in people who have experienced something similar since you came forward? Have you felt more met with a kinship in that way since?
I do. Back in 2007, I was an inpatient at a PTSD hospital, and the females that I was with, I mean, just about every single one of them were a victim of sexual assault. So in that setting, yes, but now that I'm, back into my own life and living my day-to-day, I don't know, it's difficult, I think. I don't feel that kinship right away, or that I don't know how to say this, but just it's still not something that I'm comfortable with enough.
It's so personal.
Yeah,
it's so personal.